Hello everyone, and earlier on today for me, probably yesterday for you by the time this video gets up, Fat Shark did a live stream, and as part of that live stream they were announcing, well, they weren't announcing Vermintide 2, they announced that a few weeks back, but they were shown the first actual in-game footage, the first trailer for the game. If you're interested to see them 100% unedited, wait till the end of this video and I'll show you it there. So you'll get to see the trailer plus about a minute and a half of gameplay. So yes, Vermintide 2, I'm super hyped. I'm super looking forward to this. Its release date is Q1 2018, so in the first quarter of next year. So I'm really hoping and really looking forward to this game's release early next year, probably some point between January to March, I'm guessing, somewhere in that sort of time frame. I'm guessing around March, April is probably going to be its actual release date. I'm probably going to do a giveaway of this early next year as well, start drumming up the hype. But what actual information do we know? Well, if I go to the Steam page, I'm sure I had something else before I was going to say that, but I cannot remember what it was, so we're just going to go to the Steam page and we're going to take a look at the information that was here. So yes, Q1 2018, this game is going to be awesome. And I'm actually really surprised at its price. It's only going to be £20 if you're in Britain and you pre-order it, which is very nice, and you get a free DLC with it. But the biggest new thing about Vermintide 2... Oh, I remember what I forgot we were going to say. I'm definitely going to be playing this, and I think it'd be a great option to bring back Gaming with the Claw, to give you guys all an opportunity to play with me. So if you're interested in that, say down below, and I'd love for us to hit up and have a wee mini-series of this, and we just sort of sit back, play. I'll record several parts, we could rotate people in and out. I could play some with some regulars to the channel. This would be awesome. Yes. So if you're interested in that, please say down below. But really, what's new? Chaos. Chaos has been introduced to the game. We've seen a glimpse of a spawn, which is going to be the equivalent of a rat ogre. And we have seen Norskins, which is going to be like the equivalent of the basic Skaven fodder, except they look a lot stronger. They seem to be... I wouldn't say they're as strong as storm vermin, but they're pretty damn strong for basic enemies. They don't have... basically, they look a lot like storm vermin without the armor and a wee bit less damage when it comes to the gameplay, the basic Norskins. But that's the common fodder enemy. Obviously, there's not going to be as many of them as just basic fodder Skaven, but still, they're nasty. And the equivalent of storm vermin appears to be a chaos warrior, and they look scary as hell. You'll see one at the gameplay in the end. It took them forever to kill the person. Was it Carillion? Is that the elf's name, or am I getting the characters mixed up? Well, anyway, the elven character had like a Reaper bolt thrower thing going on, and they were firing constantly. They got a few headshots, didn't kill the chaos warrior or chosen, I'm not sure which one it was. And eventually the whole team were attacking it for a good wee bit, and it finally eventually fell. So yes, their equivalent of the storm vermin are going to be insanely powerful. And so yes, Chaos is the new faction. They're going to be very powerful and very strong and very hard. But what else is very new and big information wise? Well, we're now going to have the same 5 heroes are back, but there's now 15 career paths, each with different appearances, abilities, talents, and weapons. So let's I can't remember all their names off the top of my head. I really should re-familiarize myself with the names and all that. But let's take the Dwarf. And so far we've seen what looks to be like an Ironbreaker, warrior sort of career, a Slayer sort of career, and a Thunderer ranged sort of career. So you've got the 3 sort of careers, so it's the one character, the one hero, except you can customize them on these 3 different careers. Each hero has 3 different career paths to go down, and obviously the Slayer is going to be all about dealing damage and taking damage, The Iron Breaker sort of career is all going to be all about being tanky. The ranged career is obviously going to be all about using that two-handed ranged weapon to maximum efficiency. And it's the same for all the heroes, which I'm really excited to see, because obviously the human guy is going to be able to be a knight, he's going to be able to be like whatever. It's going to be so much different, so much more customizations. And even with only the same 5 heroes returning, we're going to have so much more there, because there's 15 career, it's like 15 classes. So it's like 5 characters to play with 15 classes. There we go, that's a good way to describe it. And I'm just going to be so excited and so hyped to see that. For example, the elf will probably be a Way Watcher again, or an Eternal Guard, or I don't know what the third option will be. Maybe she'll even get a Spell Slinger option, which I doubt because we've already got the Mage. But I'm actually quite interested to see what the Bright Wizard's career paths are going to be. Is it going to be Bright Wizard, Light Wizard, Grey Wizard? Or different combination? Bright Wizard, Amber Wizard? You see where I'm going with this? It could be... Is she going to have different lures for different careers? How's her careers going to go? Or is she going to be more sort of all Bright Wizard careers, but one she's went down swords like the Flame and Sword of Ruin, which she can cast on her allies, and another she's went down this sort of Fireball, Flame and Skull sort of route. I'm quite interested to see how they take her. So yes, there's that. And... oh, I'm just scrolling through the page now, seeing if there is anything else. Overwhelming hordes of enemies, epic challenges, experience. Ah, there we go. New heroic deed system. I'll read out what they've got here. Experience unique scenarios and intense trials with our new heroic deed system. Consumable quests that will dramatically alter the enemy compositions, level settings, weapon use and mission objectives. So basically this reminds me of Mutations in other games, where in this they're going to be sort of unique quests. So to keep the game fresh, you're going to have these consumables, like I don't know, a special map that changes the level, unlocks a new area, and completely changes the way the level works. It's going to limit your use on certain weapons. It's going to dramatically change the compositions of people you're coming up against. It's going to change the level, give it a totally different feel, a different difficulty, and all that stuff. Talent trees and progression. Your heroes now level up, which is awesome. We never had that before. And climb through talent trees in your chosen career, unlocking new abilities and gaining access to powerful gear along the way. So this gives us a lot of replayability, I find, because you're going to want to maximize your character, you're going to want to play them, you're going to want to learn all the wee tips and tricks. And we've got 15 careers to work away at, so there's going to be a lot of replayability in this, leveling up your heroes in their different careers. I'm really looking forward to it. New maps, obviously. Explore a wide range of new levels set around Helmgar, a fortress city protecting the Bretonnian border with the Empire. So it's a different city. We're going to be going to a different city, and the last piece of information is a new and improved loot system. At the end of each mission, you're rewarded with relevant loot, weapons, consumables, quests, trinkets, hats, crafting materials, and more, all applicable to your chosen career. So if you're going down the Slayer career, you're only going to get loot for your Slayer career. That's one of the things that really annoyed me in the first game, is you'd play a certain character a lot, and you'd get really liking them, but then you'd get a really nice, like, a new purple item for a different character. And though that made you go, ooh, I want to play this character again, it was really frustrating trying to grind loot for the characters you wanted to play. Whereas in this, your loot's all going to be going towards the career. So as you're grinding down this career, getting your experience and all that, and unlocking your new abilities and unlocking your new gear, equipment, you're going to be only getting gear and equipment from that level, so it's no longer going to feel a bit like a mixed match. It's like, I'm going to play this character because I've got a good item on him, and I'm going to keep playing him till I get a good item on someone else, and that's sort of dictating who you play. It's going to be more, I really like this class, I'm going to play this class and I'm going to get the gear I need by doing so, which is going to make me play it more. And then when I fancy a change, when I want to change, I can do so. I'm not sort of forced to by the loot drops. So yes, I'm very excited for Vermintide 2 early next year. I'm going to be having content on it ASAP. I'm going to be wanting you guys to all come join in my content, be a part of it, and I'm probably going to be having a giveaway very early next year, probably January, February time. So yes, without any further ado, I'm going to let you watch the footage unedited now. So hope you have all enjoyed this. I'll see you all next time. Bye-zy bye.
So, the Northlanders like to play with fire. So do I.
Not the first town I've seen in this state. Don't get easier. Don't ever get easier.
Not all cruelties are equal, even amongst vermin.
For the head now! You're losing it, SATA-III!
These Northlanders think themselves masters of cruelty, but I have a kin who could show them a trick or two.